to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve these things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the Atoms. Shout out to the Eves. This is the Blac Pill podcast. Yes, sir. We in the building. My bad being late, y'all. I had a lot of shit that I'm handling right now. Excuse my French. I'm in a transition phase in my life. So because I'm in that transition phase, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that I have to do right now. But I'm still making it to the show. The show is just as important as the things I'm trying to do. But yeah, like I said, we in here, man. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you know what it is. Shout out to the gang. We are the gang. Shout out to the core. The core is the fam. Let me pull myself up in this joint. Hold on, where we at? Let me see. Boom. Boom. We in here. What up, everybody? Gang. Woo! We got a good show for you guys today, man. Today's show. Hold on, let me pull up my my promotional materials. I wonder if I should move them down. I don't know. Let me see. What if I put one right here? Nah, low-key, I'll be using that for the show. Let me put one right here. Let me put one right here. Let me put one right here. We'll switch things up a little bit. That don't look right. It don't look right. It don't look right. Damn. All right, maybe we just do it like this. I don't know. Shit. Shiznit.
But what the hell, boy?
All right, it is what it is, man. We're going to leave it like this today. Let me see. We'll put this bad boy right there. Right here is where I normally do YouTube. All right, man. Like I said, man, we got a good show for you guys today. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to the core. Shout out to the fam. The core is the family. Shout out to you if you're part of the core. Anyways, today's episode is Simon Guobadia says he absolutely regrets marrying Porsha Williams. Ninja.
You need to leave.
Now I'm here to tell you, Miss Porsha Williams, yeah, she's a nice piece of chocolate right there. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. But besides the point, that's the main event. Past that, we got a couple things to discuss, so let's just get right into it since I am late. Like I said, let's get into it, man. First things first, we're going to Instagram. Let's see what's popping off on the net. We have this ghetto queen right here. I don't know if she's a ghetto queen, but she looks like one. Claiming that even though she has two kids, she won't date a man with kids. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Let me run it back. Where we at? Here we go.
I'm sorry, y'all. I know it's not okay for me, or y'all don't feel like it's okay for me to say I prefer a man with no kids.
By the way, we on 5 platforms. I know what it is. Streaming on 5 platforms. Y'all hit the like button. Question in the chats today. All chats. Do you think Porsha targeted Simon for financial gain? Vote and tell us what you think in the comment section or in the chat. And the 2 answer choices are Porsha targeted him or all's fair in love and war. Let's get it.
I have 2 kids, but it's not even about the kids. It's about the baby mamas. I don't come with baby daddy drama. You wouldn't even know I had baby daddies. Like it's not that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's never drama. They deal with their kids. It's nothing more to that. Baby niggas with baby mamas, that baby mamas always baby mama. And it's so annoying. It's like, bro, what is wrong with y'all? Like, they always bitter. I don't want this baby around. This.
I call this delusion. Shit, my bad. I call this delusion. The reason why I call this delusion is because if she's a baby mother herself, does she not do the baby mama thing that the baby mamas do? Let me see.
I'm sorry, y'all. I know it's not okay for me, or y'all don't feel like it's okay for me to say I prefer a man with no kids, and I have 2 kids. But it's not even about the kids. It's about the baby mamas. I don't come with baby daddy drama. You wouldn't even know I had baby daddies. Like, it's not that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
First off, shout out to her for putting her personal preferences online for us to see. Yeah. Me personally, yeah, bro, I could never, bro. I could never.
You need to leave.
Now, would I date a woman with kids? I would date her, but it would be like with the intent to date, if that makes sense.
What the hell,
Yeah. I don't want to say I would be wasting her time, but I probably wouldn't take her serious or as serious as I would if she didn't have kids, because, you know, I wouldn't really have the final say. I wouldn't have the final say so when it came to the kids. That's just how I feel personally. But different strokes for different folks. Here we go.
It's never drama. They deal with their kids. It's nothing more to that. Baby niggas with baby mamas, that baby mamas always baby mama. And it's so annoying. It's like, bro, what is wrong with y'all? Like, they always bitter. I don't want this baby around this girl. Or I can pop up whenever I want to. I can call whenever I want to. I can text whenever I want to. You gonna...
But what the hell, boy?
Crazy thing is, she's not lying, though. She's not lying. Let's get it.
Do this and that and the third. Or you ain't gonna be able to get your kid. Bro, I don't like to deal with that, because I don't have to deal with that. Any man that deal with me ain't gonna never, ever have to deal with no baby daddy drama. My baby daddies are very respectful. I respect their relationship. They respect anybody that I'm dealing with. Like, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of baby mamas don't do.
Hey, man, if you dealing with that, good luck to you, bro. You're stronger than me. All right, let's get into our Adam experience. Let's see what we got today. Oh, we already discussed this. In other news, we have Law and Order with Black Adam. Let's get it. So first things first, this happened in Florida, I believe. Crazy shit, people. 60 missing children were rescued near Tampa, Florida, in what's being called the largest child recovery operation in history. Ninja. So they had a 2-week operation near Tampa, rescuing 60 missing children ages 9 to 17 from Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco counties. Dubbed Operation Dragon Eye, it involved over 100 personnel from 20 agencies and led to 8 arrests, including 1 for human trafficking. Officials called it the largest child rescue operation in U.S. history. And this is where I say shout out to the pigs, man. Shout out to the people doing their job. Shout out to the people doing their job. Let's see if we can find more on this story. We're gonna go to TikTok real quick. Let me see what's popping off. Oh, Tiki Talkie. Let me see. Rescued children, Tampa. Here we go.
We have the results of a story we first brought you on Friday. A 2-week multi-agency operation recovered a record number of children from dangerous situations right here in the Bay Area.
And let us know what you think in the comment section. Let's get it.
8 on Your Side went undercover with investigators as many of the children were being exploited by human traffickers. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson is in Tampa with more. Jeff.
Good evening, Stacey. 60 children were rescued in this 2-week operation that spanned Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco counties. 60 children taken out of incredibly dangerous situations that some people have called a living nightmare. It's an operation that took months of planning to identify at-risk children and the people putting them there.
Kids that were in critical danger, many the victims of trafficking, many missing kids.
The U.S. Marshal Service organized the operation with the help of law enforcement agencies on both sides of the bay. 20 agencies, more than 100 people involved in rescuing 60 at-risk children and arresting 8 people. Our cameras were there as children were recovered and arrests made.
The majority were being trafficked. The 8 people that we arrested, it wasn't just a child. Some of them had multiple children working for them. You know, in the old days, we used to call these people pimps. Now we call them human traffickers, but they're criminals.
The 8 people arrested are...
And that's why I don't glorify pimp culture.
You need to leave.
Being a pimp is not cool. They consider me a player. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But here we go.
Now charged with crimes ranging from human trafficking to child endangerment and drug possession.
These child were underages. If you look at the average age of the offender, well into their late 30s and 40s. And then the age of the children were from 9 to 17.
We have the...
Yeah, bro.
You need to leave.
Crazy shit, people. Crazy shit. Let's continue. Law and Order with Black Adam. Let me see. Instagram. Let's see what else we got popping off. Yeah, bro. Protect your kids, bro. I always tell you guys, protect your kids. There's no other way to say it. Protect your kids. Protect your kids out here in these streets, because if you don't, people will try and prey on them, regardless of if you protect them or not. In other news, more Law and Order with Black Adam. I got to give you guys information that you need to know about what's going on with today's society. Excuse me, if the chat or if the stream is lagging, I don't know. Me and Spectrum finna have a beef. Soon the stream won't be lagging anymore. I'm gonna figure it out. But anyways, we have Supreme Court. We have the United States Supreme Court ruling to allow states to cut off Medicaid funding to Planned Parenthood. Ninja. Ninja. Everybody cooked. Everybody cooked. In a 6-3 vote on Thursday, the United States Supreme Court, well, it says the Supreme Court, I'm assuming it's the United States Supreme Court, right? Ruled to allow states to cut off Medicaid funds to Planned Parenthood. According to AP News, this comes amid broader Republican-backed push to defund the country's biggest abortion provider. The 6-3 opinion comes in a case that wasn't directly about abortion, rather about Medicaid funding for other healthcare services Planned Parenthood provides, including contraception, cancer screenings, and pregnancy testing. Justice Neil Gorsuch authored the ruling, and it's reported that the court's conservatives could have broader implications for Medicaid patients because it blocks them from suing to ensure they can visit a provider of their choice. Congress pays most of the state's Medicaid costs, and it says any individual eligible for medical assistance may receive care from any provider who is qualified to perform the service. This ruling allows states to define qualified. Also, the Big Beautiful Bill cuts Medicaid funding to Planned Parenthood and estimates the forced closure of about 200 locations. Yeah, what that means is you guys better use some condoms, because if you have a baby, you got to keep this baby now, because they're not going to pay for it. That's basically what that means. In other news, is that much? No, we got a little more for Law and Order. We got a couple more things for Law and Order. We have a married woman, shout out to Florida. We have a married Florida math teacher, accused of engaging in fornication with a student during lunch break. Ninja. Ninja. Not funny, but yeah, crazy stuff, people. And then all the people that be like, oh man, why didn't this happen to me as a kid? Do y'all understand that these people are victims, bro? Not to speak from a high horse, because I used to have them same thoughts too, until I realized these kids are victims, people. Here we go.
New at 4, an Orange County middle school teacher is in jail accused of having sex with a student at school.
How down bad do you have to be as a woman to try and go for a young boy? Ew. Brother, ew. Here we go.
Sarah Jacobs faced a judge this afternoon. West 2's Spencer Tracy is live at the jail with the latest. And Spencer, investigators say this happened 4 months.
That's right, and they say that it allegedly took place at Corner Lake Middle School. Now, officials say they sent
middle school. People want to be in control so bad, bro. I got no words. Here we go.
Email to families today saying that they are taking these allegations very seriously.
Sarah Jacobs is spending her summer vacation in the Orange County Jail. Corner Lake Middle School confirms to West 2 she was an employee there.
Ms. Jacobs is here pursuant to an arrest warrant.
Investigators say Jacobs is accused of having sex with a 14-year-old boy. This all.
Yeah, no words, bro. No words.
Allegedly happened during the school year of 2022 and 2023. She went before a judge for the first time on Tuesday. She told the judge that she was married and also a mother of a 12-year-old.
Ms. Jacobs is not to have any.
New at 4, an Orange County middle school teacher.
Oh, that's pretty much all we got. Yeah, does that not? I mean, I don't know, bro. There's a reason why we're seeing a rise of these cases, but I'm not gonna break it down because I don't want, I don't want the ladies to get their panties in the water. At the same time, men are the new women, so I don't want these ninjas to get their panties in the water. So I'm gonna just mind my business and stay quiet. But I'm pretty sure the writing's on the wall. Let us know what you think in the comment section as to why this keeps happening. But I know the real reason. All right, we have some very graphic. Footage right now that we're about to show you. It's not graphic per se. It's graphic in the sense of La Migra. Let me say my disclaimer like I always do. I forgot to say it at the show. Everything's for entertainment purposes only and social commentary. Past that, everything's real to a certain point, but none of this is real. It's the internet. So this is we're seeing a perspective of a perspective. So we don't know what's real and what's not real. Now this is not AI generated or whatever, but I'm here to tell you this will be a little bit jarring for you if you've never seen anything like this. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay. Now we have shout out to the migrants and the immigrants everywhere, all across the diaspora of the world. Shout out to Code 47, President Donald J. Trump. Please don't make me disappear by posting this. Always remember, or by showing this, because I'm not posting it. This is not my page. I'm just showing what I've seen on my algorithm. I tell you guys all the time, we all have the same Instagrams, but different algorithms. So this is what I've seen on my algorithm. So I don't know if they trying to come for me. I'm here to let you know, bro, I am a U.S. citizen born and raised in the county of Dade, my ninja. But I guess it dawned on God to allow me to bring awareness to this. So yeah, if you're a migrant, be careful out here in these streets, bro. I've said this before and I'll continue to say this. Shout out to the president, the commander in chief. Yes, sir. But yeah, bro, ICE is out here, bro. ICE is out and active, bro. And we have footage, exclusive footage. Maybe not exclusive because it's public info, but we have footage to show you guys. Here we go. Hold on. Now, this is going to be a bit jarring for people. The reason why it's not so jarring for me is because I've constantly seen people that look like me get arrested, and the people that don't look like me, my male and female counterparts, telling me that, black people disproportionately, create, what do they say? Black people disproportionately commit the same amount of commit crimes, whatever. They say whatever statistics that they say. And it's like, yeah, but aren't all statistics skewed? Because, when you look at the thing, you look at the checkbox or whatever, you have like, first off, mixed people, where do they fall in? And then you have non-black or non-white, where does that fall in? And at the same time, there are people who are white and mixed, just like there are people who are black and mixed, and these people fall into those guidelines. So all the statistics, I don't believe all the statistics, just like when it came to COVID statistics, right? COVID statistics was messed up because around the time of COVID, and I know because I was told, seen interviews, people did research, when it came to COVID, you know, with the COVID statistics, they skewed the statistics, say that 5 times fast, right? They skewed the statistics to where everybody that came into the doctor for whatever reason ultimately had COVID. And I think that was to get funding. And I'm not saying that to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm not trying to spark or incite terroristic acts or whatever. Don't arrest me. That's what I heard. Word on the internet streets. You dig what I'm saying? But here we go. We have La Migra. I don't know what La Migra is. I don't know if it's immigration people. But here we go. It's about to get crazy. And the reason why I'm taking so long to play this video is because it's about to get crazy. I'm just trying to put y'all on game. Y'all be careful out here in these streets, bro. Here we go.
Hey, where's your fucking warrant?
Oh.
Where's your warrant? No, fuck you. Give me your badge and your name. Give me your badge and your name. You guys have no warrant. No probable cause. Shame on you guys. Shame on you. ¿Cuál es su nombre? Oiga, ¿cuál es su nombre? ¿Cómo se llama?
Now look, let me stop you right here, brother. So look, I understand you want to know his name, Ninja. I ain't trying to make a joke, but you want to know his name. Do you not understand this ninja's hiding from ICE? Why in God's name would this ninja tell you his name, bro?
But what the hell, bro?
Why would he tell you his name so they can know his? Why? I would act like I don't know Nathan. Okay, but here we go. Let's continue.
Oiga, ¿cómo se llama?
Why would he say his name to you?
Nombre, oiga. ¿Cómo se llama?
Yeah.
Dígame todo su nombre, por favor. Su nombre. Jorge qué?
Now I respect all the Latino brothers sticking up for each other. I respect that. Now, you know, when I see people that look like me, don't look like me, it don't matter where we from, black people. Y'all gotta understand, in the eyes of the law and the eyes of everywhere else, we're viewed the same way. So it don't matter if you're an African black, like from the country, the motherland. Shout out to the motherland. It don't matter if you're FBA, as they like to say, first generation, firstborn American, whatever they say, right? It don't matter if you a Haitian American. It don't matter if you're Trinidadian black. It don't matter if you Colombian black. At the end of the day, colorism is real, people. So one thing I do know is, regardless of what kind of black you are, majority, and you know, I say some, not all, but an overwhelmingly large majority of people have a certain predisposition about you based off of their upbringing, based off of the messages that we see in media, based off of certain narratives and stereotypes that are pushed. And, you know, people have this idea that all stereotypes have some truth to it. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I respect what's going on here where he's trying to stand up for his people. I feel like we should adopt the same mindset, right? If something happens, you know, make these people uncomfortable the same way they make you uncomfortable. Shout out to the system. Shout out to the Fedi Gov. You feel me? And I'm leaving it there because I'm trying to be cordial. But to anybody that always has an issue with the things I say when it comes to like stereotypes and colorism in today's society, I mean, I don't know what to say personally. It's like, I'm not going to sit there and explain it to you. We all see the writing on the wall. I mean, if you have some form of intellectualism, shout out to Malcolm X. I think Malcolm X said it. To be an intellectual, like to be a black man that's actually has some form of intelligence in today's society, it's like a slap in the face, because this goes on not only here, this goes on all over the world. But besides the point, because, you know, you can't say the community of black people, we're a captured people. I understand that. But it is very, for lack of a better term, it's very irritating. It's very irritating. That's probably why I don't deal with people no more. But shout out to all my people. I love all of you. Let's let this gentleman finish doing what he was doing.
Fuck you guys. You guys should be ashamed. Shut the fuck up. You just Gestapo pigs. You just Gestapo fucking pigs. You should be ashamed of you. Oh, fucking Latinos. Fuck you guys. I fucking knew it. They look shady. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitches. Fuck you. Look at them. Fuck you. You fuck.
And I think the slap in the face for him was that the people that arrested this gentleman were a variation of this gentleman. And I think that's why he was like, you know, Cause normally they stick together. So I mean, I understand his sentiment. Here we go.
Fucking assholes, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You fucking cunts. Look at this shit. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourselves. What's your name and your badge number? What the fuck is your name and your badge number? Don't be fucking touching us. Hey, you can't be touching us. What's your name? What's your name and your badge number? What's your name? What's your name and your fucking badge number? Hey, we're not touching you. You fucking putos. Fuck.
Sorry, he cussed him out. Hey, bro. You know my... This is real shit, people. This is real shit. Yo. Crazy. This is real shit, people. My whole thing, bro. My whole thing is I always ask these questions. You know, if we were in another country, like as an American citizen, because the rest of the world or majority of the world doesn't like America. Not majority. A good portion of the world has issues with America because we think that we're better than everybody else. Crazy, right? Because majority of the world or a good portion of the world wants to come to America to live, whether it's to stay abroad, visit. You feel me? My whole question is always this. It's like, bro, like I get y'all, right? I understand where y'all coming from and shit, right? My whole thing is like, if we were doing the same thing in another country, will we be treated in the same way? Will we be allowed to stay? Will we be allowed to pursue our businesses and all these things? And I'm not saying that to like shit on anybody. I'm saying that like for real, like if we think about it, I don't think we would be allowed. I think the same thing would happen in another country. I honestly personally believe, right? I believe that worse would happen in another country, right?
You need to leave.
And my reasoning behind this is the fact that they don't like not that they don't like Americans, but they see Americans as a money grab. So they can make you disappear and extort you for some money out there, wherever you at. You feel what I'm saying? So it's shit like that. But anyways, like I said, man, I just brought that here to bring some awareness, Ninja. I try to bring awareness. Hey, man. Shout out to my Latino brothers and sisters. Shout out to the Latino women's. Yeah. The Latinos. You know I love you, baby. What up, mommy? You know I love you. But yeah, bro. I mean, like I said, man, it's a tough situation. I ain't border patrol. All I can tell y'all is be careful out here in these streets. Like I said, I got my citizenship. I learned from the best of them. You know, the rest of you people that don't look like me, I learned to focus on me and mines. So I'm worried about me and mines. And shout out to the Corps. The Corps is considered mines. The Corps is my family. I'm worried about me and mines. The rest of y'all, bro, hey, bro, it's curtains, Ninja. It's curtains, Ninja. Good luck, bro. Good luck out here in these streets. That's all I can tell you. My advice, don't speak Spanish. Get rid of that accent, boy. You better assimilate, boy. Shout out to America, the best country in the world. Nah, but in all seriousness, y'all be careful out here in these streets, bro, because it can get real dangerous very quick, bro. Look, like I said, in other countries, this is shit that go on. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, are you in here? We have wives getting stitched up for their husbands while they travel abroad.
But what the hell, bro?
I be trying to tell y'all. Y'all think this shit a game. There's a reason why they want to come here, bro. Out here, bro, you have a chance to live on your terms. I mean, yeah, you got to work, but at least you get to work and make a bit more of a dollar for yourself. Here we go.
Oh, another thing. When they go to another country, they go abroad or whatever. I think
they get married to young girls.
No, not that. Is that to keep her... So you know how some men, husbands, they travel and then the women stay home?
Yeah.
To make sure that she isn't sleeping around, they'll get her stitched up before they go. The guy goes abroad. Some coaches do that. Wallahi. So they stitch her up, yeah, so that he can come back to her still stitched up. So that means she wasn't touched. Oh,
I'm trying to tell y'all we got it good out here in these streets, boy. I be trying to tell y'all think I'm just saying this shit, boy. Look, when I say we got it good, I thank God every day for my parents. I thank God every day for my family. We got it good. If you was born here in this country, you had a better chance than majority of the people in the world. Do you understand being at the poorest level, like based off of our societal standards, the American standards, even at the poverty line, you're richer than 90% of the world. Can you imagine? Maybe 70, maybe 70.
You need to leave.
But you're richer than a good amount of people in the world. Anyways, we got many Gen Zs feeling that college wasn't worth the money. Here we go.
I hear a lot of Gen Zers saying going to college was a waste of their money.
51%.
Are saying that.
Yes, 51%.
And what do you want to say about that? Was it?
It's the best money they've ever spent. There is good debt and there is bad debt. I consider education good debt. And even though it costs a lot.
Now, let me stop her right there. Now, education is good debt if you use whatever education that you got to actually go make more money. So if the education that you got helped you increase your income, then yes, it's good debt. Okay? Now, if you like me, who halfway through got the philosophy degree and I was like, damn, I don't want to go to law school no more. Now you sitting here stuck on 20 bands of debt, stuck on stupid like.
But what the hell, boy?
And now you got to go dig yourself out of the hole, the $20,000 hole. And if you start paying them loans, you know, you start paying them loans, they add an interest to the loans. So now it's just a revolving door. You sitting here like.
You need to leave.
These people hit me with the okie doke. Let's continue.
And that student debt can be with you for a long time. I want to start with just the fundamental idea, which I know you will agree with. You are learning. And that is something that people can never take away from you, ever.
All right, look, I'm here to tell y'all, bump learning from school, okay? Shout out to school, but you don't learn that much in college, okay? I'm here to tell you. You learn, you know what you learn? You know, this is a funny show. This is a comedy show. You learn how to fornicate, do drugs, and what else? Fornicate, do drugs, and what else? Okay, you learn how to fornicate, do paraphernalia, and I'm trying to think of the third one, but like I said, for now we're gonna say you learn how to fornicate and do paraphernalia. Okay, that's what you learn in college. That's what you learn in college. Past that, I mean, yeah, you learn if you actually want to learn, but if you don't want to learn, you ain't gonna learn. It's easy to not learn anything because you have teachers out there that'll tell you first day, hey, if you want, you can never show up to my class and you can show up for the midterm and the final. You sitting there like, this is lit. And then you pull up to that midterm and final, they'll send you the whole thing and you have no idea what's going on and they don't care because they still get paid. Here we go.
Gift of an education is something that is a gift that keeps giving. And so I really want to make sure we understand the most fundamental piece of it.
Okay, now I remember what I was going to say. So yeah, bump worrying about learning to just learn. What you guys need to learn, and like I said, when I talk to you guys, I'm talking to myself as well. What the hell? I don't know what this is. Yeah, you guys need to learn how to make more money, right? Try and find skills that will make you money in this world. It's not about being the most educated. It's about, you know, there's different forms of education. There's different forms of intelligence. I learned this in one of my financial books that I read. So there's financial intelligence, there's emotional intelligence, you know, emotional IQ, emotional EQ, financial intelligence, emotional intelligence, there's spiritual intelligence, shit like that, or we'll call it spiritual intuition. Learn how to be more financially intelligent, actually understand money. One thing that society does, they don't teach you how to make money. They teach you how to survive or be a part of the system. And it's okay to be a part of the system if that's what you want. But if you want a little more for yourself, learn and understand how money works. Imagine me. Now that I have all the knowledge that I have, I'm actually in debt more than when I had the money and I didn't have the knowledge. But it's better that way because I can dig myself out of the hole of debt. Whereas when I had the money, I was going to blow the money regardless. And I've been up 5 bands, people. I'm talking about 5 bands liquid in my account. And I'm not talking about no low figures, okay? I've been there. I've been there. And I had to lose that bread to understand, damn. And I'm talking about clean money. I ain't talking about no scamming. Shout out to the scammers, trappers, drug dealers, killers, and all that, right? Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all y'all. I ain't talking about none of that. I ain't talking about none of that. Here we go.
And I think the smarter person goes through life with better decision making, better socialization. I could get
better
through all
discipline,
the things.
better discipline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, having to achieve something like a degree. The worst thing you can do, you go to college, you take on student debt, and you don't graduate.
Bars. I have my degrees. Bars. Because the way it looks to the rest of society is, like how they used to say, shout out to LBJ, LeBron James, the GOAT. Like, I remember LeBron haters when I was younger, they used to make jokes like, oh, you know why they call LeBron 75 cents? And I would be like, you know, I'm gonna fall for the okie doke. I'm like,
but what the hell, boy?
I'm like, why would they call him 75 cents? And they're like, because he can't finish 4 quarters. And I'm like, yeah, I used to be pissed. But yeah, bro, like I said, that's how society's gonna look at it. It's like you can go all the way and you can't complete the job. So yeah, make sure if you go, you know, to school, get you a degree, get you a certification, get you something if you start. Get you something. So you got something to show for it. That just shows that, hey, you can do a task for a certain amount of time and you can complete said task. Here we go.
That's the kiss of death. Because you don't have the degree and you have all the debt. It'd be better not to go to college. Because in that situation, you don't have the debt. But if you go and you fall short of the degree, it is
Now you don't have the degree?
Correct. Now here's the thing about the degree. There is a direct correlation between how much education you get in this society and how much money you make. So if you graduate from high school, you make one amount. You graduate from college,
make another.
You do make more. You get a master's, you make more than that.
What's even more interesting, though, is majority of the people that we look up to, like the people, celebrities, people in positions of power. Well, a lot of people in positions of power all have the degree because they have to take that route. But like celebrities and shit like that, they all got their degrees after they became financially or fiscally successful and independent. So, you know, it just it depends on how you look at things. But one thing I will say is education is the key to success in life, people. You need to be educated in order to understand and how to deal with people. And that's the only way to win. All right, we got a couple more things, then we're going to get to the main event. We got Diddy trial. No charges dropped against Diddy. I don't know what these people are talking about, but shout out to the Breakfast Club and shout out to Lauren. Here we go.
Diddy is being charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, those charges...
Hey, y'all answer the poll in the chat as we start to gear towards the main event, which is whether or not Porsha targeted Simon, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Guobadia. But so far, we got 100% of people saying that Porsha definitely targeted him. Here we go.
Were not affected yesterday by that letter that was sent by the prosecution to the judge. But now what will happen is the jury will have fewer predicates or theories that they have to consider when they're doing deliberations. So there were no actual charges dropped against Sean Diddy Combs, but theories to think on as you're figuring out what you want to do or decide were backed away from. And that is what we spent hours in court going through yesterday.
Yeah, I had no idea what any of that meant yesterday. So that's why I'm glad I got attorney friends, because I had to ask one simple question yesterday. What does streamline the instructions that will be issued to jurors mean?
Yes.
And all right, so this is an update. They didn't drop the charge. They just dropped certain theories, and they're not going to charge him with those said theories or try to even get him on some charges of those explained theories. Here we go.
That you just took away a couple of the predicates. So it was the arson and the kidnapping, right?
It was the...
And for the arson and the kidnapping, shout out to Kid Cudi, but yeah, that means Diddy got away with that one, boy. That's crazy, bro. That's wild, bro.
Arson, the attempted kidnapping, and the aiding and abetting of the sex trafficking, because the sex trafficking, there are a couple different elements there.
And it's crazy, right? Because they say they're withdrawn, but it's like you're literally just asking the jury not to consider them. But the jury can't unhear what they heard.
Yo, and the theories that they have for the...
I've been trying to tell y'all this is a bias. Like, I don't know how they don't have a mistrial. If they don't get a mistrial, hey man, I know all y'all niggas finna be scared when Diddy come out of jail. When Diddy come out the penitentiary, y'all niggas finna be cooked. Y'all niggas finna be sitting there like,
but what the hell, boy?
Niggas finna be cooked, bro. Here we go.
Arson was the Kid Cudi car situation, and then the attempted kidnapping. Specifically, they mentioned when Capricorn Clark said that she was taken, or that she was taken for this lie detector test and held against her will. And then when Cassie said that she was held at the London hotel. We've heard these stories so many times from so many different people, so many different ways. It's like, how do you unhear that?
Yeah, how can you be a juror sitting there, hear Capricorn Clark say that, hear Cassie say that, and then not consider it?
Yeah,
that don't make sense.
I don't know how that. I really don't know how that works, and I think
it works. You know how it works? It's a mistrial, ninja. That's a mistrial. They need to file a mistrial, and that's how Diddy's supposed to walk. But I don't want Diddy to walk per se, because I was talking shit too. That ninja gonna come for me, bro. He coming with the Goonies, bro. Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls and the LGBTQIA+. Y'all know it's Pride Month, right? Now, I ain't part of that. Hold on. I ain't part of all that mumble jumble, but you know, Diddy, I don't know what Diddy. But yeah, it's also Men's Mental Health Month. So shout out to the men everywhere. Gentlemen, you know what it is. Salute, brother. Check on your brothers out here in these streets, even the ones that always act like they're good. You feel me? Here we go.
But when Diddy's attorney Shapiro was arguing for that acquittal, I mean, if I'm a judge, and I'm not, but if I had to make a decision, I would only say that it's kind of fair that they don't even have to think about those even charge-wise when it comes to certain things, and you drop certain things, because you can't unhear all that stuff. It's in your mind now.
Yeah.
But that's what the instructions are for. And yesterday we were in court. Diddy's attorneys yesterday did a great job of, like, they're protecting their client to the point where they want to make sure everything is very distinctly defined, because if anything is vague, it's almost like the government can... we might not have everything on it, but like, we got you there, so boom, it's our win. And they're like, nope, not happening.
So the moral of the story is he's still charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution, but they have fewer predicates to consider during deliberation.
Yes, that is exactly
so
it.
So
none of the charges were dropped like everybody was saying yesterday?
No.
So that means he'll probably be found not guilty on the RICO, but probably guilty of the sex trafficking and engaging in prostitution.
That's what it sounds like.
I feel like that's what, if I'm having a guess.
What is his demeanor? What was he like yesterday?
Oh, he was...
Does he look worried? Does he look...
In the beginning, he was just very involved. Like I told y'all, he's the one who asked for the additional 15 minutes to start at 3:45. He was sitting in his chair. He had a earpiece in his ear, like almost like the AirPod. But then there was a moment where he was talking to his kids, and I was like, man... The regular Diddy came out, and so he was very at ease, but he's talking to his kids, and he's like...
But what the hell, boy?
The regular Diddy. This ninja's a gangster. Bro, this ninja is the Joker, bro. The Joker in real life, bro.
Low key, kind of giving them like love. It's like motivation a little bit, like, but letting them know that he loved them, he appreciated them being there. And yeah, he seemed really at ease yesterday.
The pictures when people are sketching, do he look like that?
Yeah, he very much a lot of gray, salt and pepper vibes. He looks like a man that, no shade to Kohl's, but he very much looks like a man that shops at Kohl's with a crew neck sweater. I said no shade. No shade. I have no issue with Kohl's.
Like a man that shop at Kohl's. What's wrong
with y'all this week? H&M, Zara, Kohl's. Wow.
Y'all know what I'm
saying. B La Rosa?
No, don't do me, because I got on Zara H&M right now, and I proudly wear mine.
You look like a man that shop at Kohl's.
But what I'm
What's
saying is that people think that Diddy is coming in their tailored suit, Balenciaga.
Big Paul, she said coming.
Suits.
Don't miss
He
your
looks like
blessing
a
in
regular
Kohl's.
guy.
That man that you looking to walk you down the aisle is probably now in Kohl's buying a...
Shout out to Charla. Shout out to Charla. Here we go.
Y'all want to be someone so bad.
Crazy.
No.
Burlington Coat Factory. Yeah, name all those,
You
man.
would say that.
Ross, TJ Maxx,
Did you not learn
Marjorie.
anything from B Simone this week?
Damn.
But that was wild.
And usually
who's on trial here, Diddy or me? What is happening? Diddy?
Hey, man, we got to say this, man. Shout out to Lauren LaRosa. Lauren LaRosa is a good addition to the show. Shout out to Angela Yee. But yeah, Lauren is a good addition to the show. They actually kind of meshing well. Shout out to Jess too. Jess, you know what it is, baby. Let me see, anything else I want to talk about? Main things I want to discuss. We probably discuss the NBA draft later. But shout out to Cooper Flagg. I think he got the first draft pick for the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah. Shout out to that youngin'. Shout out to my young white brother from another mother. Yeah, we got Pretty V saying this, and after this, we're gonna get to the main event. We had Pretty V saying the word of the day is so what? The word of the day is so what? First off, let me just say this, bro. That's 2 words, bro. So what is 2 words, bro? But I get the message. Let's get it.
Word of the day is so what?
Yeah.
So what if they don't like you?
Yeah.
So what if they hating on you?
Yeah.
So what if they mad at you?
Yeah.
So what if you ain't got no friends no more?
Yeah.
So what if you're gifted and your friend is gifter? So what if you didn't get the audition and your friend did? Be happy. So what if you're lying down with the man who say he love you and tomorrow he's cheating on you? You decided to stay there. So what?
Yes, ma'am.
So what? So what?
Yeah.
We gotta stop looking at the, oh, why am I in this place? And
Let me take over. Let me take over. Shout out to Pretty V, looking pretty as ever. Let me take over. Hey man, what she was finna say, we gotta stop looking at the bigger picture sometimes. Sometimes you gotta focus on a day. Like me, every time I get too big, it all crash and tumble. Like I think in years, but now I'm stuck on the day. I'm getting through handling my business day to day, and I suggest you guys do the same. Okay? Do the same. Take it one day at a time. We got a long life to live. Life is still short, but like I said, take it one day at a time. Make sure you handle all your business for the day. Once you master the day, you can master the week. Once you master the week, you master the month. And as follows. Yes, sir.
what's happening to me and how why people don't like and care. So what? That was your choice.
Yeah.
You need to move on.
Yeah.
You need to ask God for strength in this season and peace and the capacity to do his will and his way. So what? That you're broke.
God, I'm gonna give y'all some real game, right? It's certain things going on in my life where I was like, God, I need you to tell me whether or not I'm going the right way. Show me a sign. And I'm here to tell you, God showed me a sign. He showed me a sign. God showed me a sign. Shout out to the Bible thumpers everywhere, and shout out to you in whatever you believe in. Whatever you believe in, right? But God showed me a sign. God showed me a sign, and I asked God, hey, show me if this is not working for me. And the sign that God showed me and the lesson that I learned was basically, I'm going to say a 6 to 7 year lesson that I finally learned. And I was like, I was a little bit irritated because I'm like, damn, 6 to 7 years. Damn. I was like, damn, bro, it took me 6 to 7 years to learn this lesson. Why did it take me so long? And what it was just various reasons. I'm very stubborn. I know myself really well, so y'all hear me talk about myself a lot. I've been by myself long enough to kind of understand myself. I also understand that my perspective is always going to change over time. But it's like I said, so, I'm stubborn. I don't listen. But the main thing is, I was mad at myself for not recognizing this certain pattern. And, I was like very irritated, and I was just like, damn, this sucks. But I had to look at it like, I had to take that time to finally learn so I can understand to not put myself in that position again. So now that I'm here, I'm not hurt by it. It's like Pretty V just said, I asked God to give me the strength to keep going in this season. And y'all see me, I be tired every day. But like I said, I'm pushing and persevering for greatness. Y'all not finna stop me. Nobody's gonna stop me. The only person stopping you is you. I'm here to tell you that, okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here to tell you that. Let's continue.
Go get you a job.
Go get you a job.
So what that you got money?
Yeah.
Ask God to maintain that, because there's seasons where you're up and you're down. You're here and you high and you low. So what?
So what?
If you got some haters.
Yeah.
So what? That you're creative. So what? That you're mad. So what? That you're happy.
Yeah, we gotta turn that to a song. I might turn that to a song. Yeah.
About the noise.
Yeah, and I know she like Chocolate Ninjas because I seen it with Rick Ross. Yeah.
You need to leave.
Yeah, so I probably can't afford. Look, let me not say what I want to say. I got people watching. Anyways, that's it, man. Let's get to the main event. Y'all know what it is. Hit the like button. Answer the poll in the chat. That was a good little segment. All right, let me see. Let me put Porsha versus Simon. There we go. All right, main event time. Y'all know what it is. In 4, 3, 2. know what it is. Hit the like button. We at the main event. Like I said, Simon, how you pronounce this ninja name? Guobadia. Just Simon Guobadia. No disrespect, brother. Says he absolutely regrets marrying Porsha Williams. Now let's discuss. First things first. Who is Porsha Williams? Now she a little fine, little brown, little skin, little brown skin thing. But I have no idea who she is. Can you imagine? I mean, I know of her. I know of her, and I know of Simon, seeing them as a young kid somehow on TV sometimes, growing up on reality TV. I know them as such. Past that, I don't actually know them. Let me see. Porsha Williams. And y'all answer that poll and let us know what you think in the comment section. She was warned before she risked her life for her inmate bae. Was it worth it? Let me see.
Gonna have a problem with lesbian.
What?
You're gonna have a problem what?
Oh. All right.
Okay.
I received that.
She cute though. I ain't gonna lie. She straight. Here we go.
Gonna have a problem with lesbian.
Hold on. Let me see.
It's lonely.
All right. This is her opening up about her dating after her divorce. Yeah. I mean, hey man. Like I said, we all can see. We all have the same social media people. Here we go. Well, first, before I get there, who is Porsha Williams? Let me see. Who is Porsha Williams? Let me see. Here we go.
Okay, background and career moves of Porsha Williams from The Real Housewives of Atlanta in 3 minutes. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think Porsha has one of the best growth journeys that we've seen across the Housewives franchise. Like, the evolution of Porsha is real. So Porsha was born on June the 22nd.
Okay, so she is from she's from Housewives of Atlanta. I don't want to put this gentleman here. Let me see. Here we go. All right, so she was born June 22nd, 1981. She is a television personality and actress. She has starred on the television series The Real Housewives of Atlanta since its 5th season in 2012 and Dish Nation since its 2nd season in 2013, and finished in 8th place on New Celebrity Apprentice in 2017. Yeah, she cute.
Happy birthday.
Oh, no. You guys aren't getting me no copyrights. But yeah, she's straight though. Yeah, she's straight. She looked like one of my exes. Can you imagine? I'm not finna tell y'all which one. It's crazy because another one of my exes, their last name was Williams, so it just got me thinking like. But that's not the one she looked like. She looked like the other one. Anyways, let's fast forward. So here we go. This is her opening up about dating after divorce. Oh, hold up.
I can't connect with other men. You know, it's like people. It's lonely. I can't connect with other men. You know, it's like people trying to introduce me, but it's just when it's not the same, it's not the same. So.
But what the hell?
I'm gonna do it different this time. I'm gonna be alone until I'm whole, and then when I'm whole, then I will, open myself back up so I don't make the same mistake again. When you go through a bad enough breakup, you're like, I don't like nobody. Like,
She right though.
like,
She
I
right.
don't.
She right though. She right. I done went through some badass breakups. That's why I'm very on cool now. Like, I ain't trying to really tie myself down to nobody. Shout out to Black Madam. Past that, no, I don't really want to tie myself down to nobody because I don't got time for the bullshit. I don't like that bullshit. That shit's stressful. I done wasted a lot of money trying to make people happy before making myself happy. I ain't got the time no more. Here we go.
I don't like nobody. I was sitting there, I was like, do I like women enough to get with a woman? Like, who can come in and fill this?
Y'all seen,
You need to leave.
we just played the dude that just said, oh, she was going to end up having an issue with a lesbian. Well, there you go. He was right. Here we go.
Boy, like, oh my God, somebody, I have got to be able to sit with someone and feel a part of what I felt with him. But I don't yet. It'll come. It'll come. But
what the hell, boy?
I mean, if you like them, then why did y'all, I don't know.
I'm like, and I think that now that I'm realizing that because what I've decided is that I'm not gonna look for it anymore. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like push myself into dating or anyone or trying to figure out, who do I like, who could I be around, because this is probably also part of healing. Me just sitting with this, sitting with being
Hey
alone.
man, I'm here to tell you though, you got some money. Hey, if you like me, I'll make you feel good. I know how to make you feel like a woman.
But what the hell, boy?
I'm just trolling.
Alone, sitting with the loss and let myself heal the loss. And I know I'm crying right now, but I feel good every day, each day. I get better each day. I feel stronger. But I ain't gonna lie, it's hard. It's hard living lonely when you know you have to live lonely for a while.
No, you don't, bruh.
But what the hell, boy?
You don't have to live lonely if you don't want to, bruh. Maybe I guess you want to heal. Here we go.
Well, now that my divorce is finalized, yes, I'm finally able to exhale. I really am.
And we're gonna get his side of the story next, but here we go.
It comes with mixed feelings. It's probably more of like, it's not like a smooth, like, it's like, because it's not smooth yet. Like it's kind of surreal. I mean, divorces are so long and drawn out and so ugly. But I'm just glad not to be in the fight anymore. I'm glad not to battle anymore. I really hope that I can just send love out and be done with like fighting and protecting myself and being in defense mode. I'm just ready to move on and live. I really am. I'm ready for what's next. I really, really am. And I forgive myself and I truly forgive him. And I'm done with the animosity. And I'm done with what could have been. And I'm also done fantasizing about what it could have been. Because when you have a marriage like mine that felt so perfect, you often, after the breakup, fantasize about how perfect it could have been and what you could have done different. And I'm okay now with how everything has happened. And I'm good.
But what the hell, boy?
Hey, y'all want me to sit here and get married? You ninjas are loony.
Now that my divorce is finalized.
All right, let me see. Let's see if there's anything else we can find here before we go to Simon's side of the story, because Simon says he felt like he was set up. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Let's see what they got to say about it.
But Porsha, she did talk about like the different stages of divorce that you go through. And it made me never want to get divorced.
Y'all answer the poll in the chat. It don't make you never want to get divorced, by the way. Let me just say that. Shout out to Lauren. Lauren was finna say it make you want to never get divorced. Ninja, it makes me never want to get married. Why would I put myself to that stress? Why would I put myself through that stress? Because of love? Hell no. Hell no. I could never. Here we go.
She talks about anger, fighting.
I love that you said that. I love that you said it.
Yes.
Because you didn't say you didn't say it and make you not want to be married, and I love that. That means when you get married, you're in it for the long haul. And
You see, at least Charlemagne knows. Shout out to Charlemagne. I just said the same thing. Make you never want to get divorced. Make you never want to get divorced. What?
But what the hell, boy?
It makes me not want to get married. Why would I risk getting married? Come on, bro. For that kind of mental, for what? For happiness? Nah.
But Porsha, she did talk about like the different stages of divorce that you go through. And it made me never want to get divorced. She talks about anger, fighting.
I love that you said that. I love that you said it.
Yes.
Because you didn't say you didn't say it and make you not want to be married, and I love that. That means when you get married, you're in it for the long haul, and it's a forever
Charlemagne,
thing.
let me grab this book because I might got throw it. What's funny? What's tea?
No, I just want you to get married
What's tea,
first.
girl?
I do want you to get married first.
But
you gonna pay for my wedding?
No.
Ignore him, man.
No.
I do have questions. So they were only
Fellas, that whole little interaction said a mouthful. Can you, bro?
You need to leave.
I ain't gonna say Nathan though. You know why the game is sold and not told. But fellas, that alone tells you a billion stories through time. Let me clip that. I had to clip that real quick. Hopefully it got the clip. Yeah. Wow. Let's continue.
Your daughter's life?
They were. Oh, shut up. They were
Wait,
only married.
It's not like she have a father to do that, Charlamagne. She asking you because you are a friend.
Wow, Jess, I didn't want to say that.
I'm sorry, Evie. Go ahead, because I'm sick of them coming at you. Go ahead.
Gosh, you all right?
My dad just posted this show the other day. Hey, Dad. How are you?
Okay.
He listens now, but maybe you need to hear that. But go ahead, Envy.
Nice.
Salute to your dad.
So I guess they assumed because she was black that she didn't have her dad in her life. Whew.
You need to leave.
Yeah, man. We cooked as a people. Shout out to my ninjas everywhere. We cooked, bro. Brother, we are cooked. We're cooked. Here we go.
They were only married.
Your daughter's life?
They were. Oh, shut up. They were only married.
It's not like she have a father to do that, Charlamagne. She asking you because you are a friend.
Wow, Jess, I didn't want to say that.
I'm sorry, Evie. Go ahead, because I'm sick of them coming at you.
Gosh, you all right?
Look, Envy is the one, even though I don't really be agreeing with Envy because sometimes he be wilding, but yeah, Envy had the most common sense in this little interaction. For those of y'all who don't know, let me just say this too. I was raised by my father. Shout out to Papa Black. So, yeah, if I come off a bit different, that's why. Here we go.
My dad just posted this show the other day. Hey, Dad. How are you?
Okay.
He listens now, but maybe you need to hear that. But go ahead, Envy.
Nice.
Salute to your dad. What's his name? What's his name? Never mind.
You don't know.
Okay.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
This is a tough
Girl,
one.
this is not funny in here.
And then this ninja just asked, what's her dad's name, Ninja?
But what the hell, boy?
You want a hug? You need a hug? You need a hug?
I need
You
a
all right?
shot.
Okay, you need a shot.
I do know my dad's name.
That was not funny.
The fact that I even got to say that. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. We gotta come on.
So that was a.
Damn, Jess, what you wearing, dress? And ain't it's 8 o'clock in the morning, bro? You guys are drug addicts. Look at these alcoholics at 8 in the morning, bro. You wildin', bro. I ain't do that since like 20 years old. I mean, 21, because 21 is the legal age. Bro. They about to go pour a drink at 8 in the morning. Oh, that's an adult stuff. Hey, but bro, hey, look at what Jess is wearing. Goddamn. Look at what Jess wearing. Hold on.
I got you.
That was not funny.
The fact that I even got to say that.
Damn,
Okay,
Jess,
it's 8
boy,
o'clock.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. Jess with that pink. Woo! What Ric Flair say? Woo! Yeah, bro. Yeah. But she's spoken for. She got kids, I think. I'm straight. Here we go.
So that was so the question is, she was only married 15 months, right?
Yes, 15 months.
They don't have any children with each other.
Yes.
And she got all of that?
Yeah, she got all of that, and
Jesus,
that's amazing.
The amount of time. Remember, we talked about the $40K per month. He has to pay that for the amount of time that they were together. So it's going to be the 14 to 15 months that he'll be paying her that $40K a month. But so he's challenging a lot of these things.
So this ninja got to pay $40K for 15 months. 40 times 10 is $400,000. 40 times 15, so that ninja has to pay her $600,000. Don't ask me how I do my math. I'm really good with numbers. $600,000 to this woman for marrying her for 15 months. Ninja. I gotta hit the Undertaker. Whoa. Hit the buzzer one more time. I'm at the Undertaker. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And ninjas want me to get married. You ninjas are insane.
Things we talked about, the fact that he had paid money for the home on his own before they got together, so he feels.
And she get the home. Where the Undertaker at? And she get the house too. $600,000 and a house that he's paying for. Ninja. Hey, y'all want me to get married, bro? I don't know about all that, dog. I'm sorry, bro. I think I'm gonna have to die alone. I'm dying alone. It is what it is.
It's like he should have some more say so when it comes
but
to
she
the home.
gets the home?
We talked about this. Let's talk about
Because
this.
I didn't know they was only together 15 months.
in Nigeria.
I want to play this last clip of Porsha talking about what after getting through divorce looks like for her.
It's lonely. I can't connect with other men. You know, it's like people trying to introduce me, but it's just when it's not the same, it's not the same. I'm going to do it different.
But what the hell, boy?
Why are you why would I ever worried about connecting with another individual when I have 600 bands? What? Come on, bruh.
And this time I'm going to be alone until I'm whole. And then when I'm whole, then I will, open myself back up so I don't make the same mistake again. And I know I'm crying right now, but I feel good every day, each day. I get better.
You got the bright side.
Laughing. Okay.
You got 600 bands. What you talking about? I mean,
But what the hell, boy?
here we go.
But she should look at the bright side.
Yeah.
She can still afford Bloomingdale's.
Oh my God. What if she don't even shop there? What if she is a H&M connoisseur?
That is true too.
Exactly.
I don't think y'all understand the come up of what Porsha just did.
Envy, she might be in Bloomingdales. She could buy Bloomingdales.
I didn't know they were only together 15 months and didn't have any kids together.
I said that in my last report. You obviously don't listen to
Yeah, Envy don't be listening, bro. That's clear, bro. Envy and Charlamagne, bro, them niggas just be talking. But, bro, 600 bands, yeah, I ain't getting married, dog. I ain't doing it.
What did she don't ain't handle kids?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she was awarded $40K a month
Drop
for
a
the
bomb
duration
for
of their
Porsha.
relationship.
$40K.
He's going to cover the home expenses that she's allowed to stay in for 3 years, and then
Yes.
she can decide whether she wants to sell it or buy him out of the home. If she sells it, she still gets 50% of the equity on the home.
Listen, dependent ain't.
You need to leave.
I got the hiccups thinking about this shit, but whoo! And y'all niggas talking about getting married. Damn. I don't know. All right, anyways, let's see what Simon Guobadia, whatever his name is, Mr. Simon. We'll see what Mr. Simon has to say about that, bro. Let's go to Insta. Yeah, bro, that's wild, bro. That is wild. That's wild. That's wild. Let's see, do I have it? 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 Right here. Hold on. This is Simon's side of the story. Now let us know what you think in the comment section.
Did you edit?
Hold on. We'll play that later. This is wild, bro. Here we go.
Do you regret marrying her?
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking her, why did you file for divorce? And she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either. I later figured out this felt like a coup. You know, when I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm familiar. I say it because I'm from Nigeria, and that we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I was totally blindsided. I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side or on the father's side, reached out to me. And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom, and she didn't.
Do you regret marrying
Hold
her
up.
to that?
She sent her two $2,500 payments in 1 month, and that was it.
And when he says her, he's referring to his ex-wife.
You need to leave.
Yeah, I mean, this is wild, bro.
That didn't even necessarily cover anything. I heard for the first time in court that had happened, and I immediately texted my ex-wife asking her, did she receive any funds from Porsha? She said yes. Porsha reached out to her and offered to give those funds to her. In my opinion, it was not. It wasn't done in good faith. It was done to give a narrative in court or to the public that I paid Simon's I paid Simon's child support.
Did Porsha have a relationship with this son of yours that she into that?
She sent her two.
Let me see. Do we have more? Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, this is wild, bro. And like I said, I kept seeing posts about it back then. I was a little bit younger, so I wasn't really paying attention. Now I'm paying attention. Now I'm doing the streaming shit. Man, that's it. We're going to cut it early, bro. Like I said, that's a lot to take in, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. That's a lot to take in. Scary shit. Brothers, protect yourself out here. Shout out to the Adams. East, protect yourself as well, because this can happen to you as well. There are women also paying child support as well, or spousal support out here in these streets. With that being said, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. Let us know what you think in the comment section. That shit crazy. But it's your boy BA. I'm back in here at 6 or between the time of 6 and 7. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit the like button. Deuces. Yes, sir.